you shouting and running about? What's happened?
What?
Sailor busted in on her, and then I saw them both running down the stairs.
I had him! His throat was bare beneath my hand.
There, dear, calm down.
No, I had him! His throat was there, and he'll never come again.
Easy now, hush, love, hush. I'll keep telling you.
When? Why
rush.
did I wait? You told me to wait. Now he'll never come again. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. But not for long. They all deserve to die. Tell you why, Mrs. Lovett, tell you why. Because in all of the whole human race, Mrs. Lovett, there are two kinds of men and only two. There's the one staying put in his proper place, and the one with his foot in the other one's face. Look at me, Mrs. Lovett, look at you. Now we all deserve to die. Even you, Mrs. Lovett, even I. Because the lives of the wicked should be made brief. For the rest of us, death will be a relief. We all deserve to die. And I'll never see Joanna. No, I'll never hug my girl to me. Finished! All right, you, sir, how about a shave? Come and visit your good friend Sweeney. You, sir, too, sir. Welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation. Who, sir? You, sir? No one's in the chair. Come on, come on. Sweeney's waiting. I want you, bleeders. You, sir? Anybody? Gentlemen, now don't be shy. Not one man, no, nor 10 men, nor 100 can assuage me. I will have you. And I will get him back, even as he gloats. In the meantime, I'll practice on less honourable throats. And my Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never see my girl again. But the work waits. I'm alive at last, and I'm full of joy.
Hey, Janet.
Yes, Brad.
I've got something to say.
Uh-huh.
I really love the skillful way you beat the other girls to the bride's bouquet.
The river was deep, but I swam it.
Janet,
The future is ours, so let's plan it.
Janet,
So please, don't tell me to can it.
Janet,
I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you. The road was long, but I ran it.
Janet,
There's a fire in my heart, and you fan it.
Janet,
If there's one fool for you, then I am it.
Janet,
I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you. Here's a ring to prove that I'm no joker. There's 3 ways that love can grow. That's good, bad, or mediocre. Janet, I love you so.
It's nicer than betting on a row hat.
Oh, Brad.
Now we're engaged and I'm so glad
Oh, Brad.
that you met Mom and you know Dad.
Oh, Brad.
One thing to say and that's Brad. I'm mad for you too. Oh, Brad.
Oh, damn it.
I'm mad
Oh, Janet.
for
examine.
Janet.
Made me give you the eye and then panic.
Janet.
Now I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet, I love you. Damn it, Janet.
Oh, Brad, I'm mad.
Damn it, Janet.
I love you.
And are you beautiful and pale with yellow hair? My girl, I want you beautiful and pale.
Hello, my name's Neil Scanlan. I'm in charge of the special makeup effects for Sweeney Todd. And welcome to a special DVD tour. It's our job here to really devise the ways that each one of Sweeney Todd's victims is going to die. They'll all die at the hands of his razor blade, I'm sure, but there are different ways that we're looking at it, trying to make it both creative as well as dramatic without it becoming overly, should I say, gory. Yeah. What we're trying to do is to push the boundaries to the slightly ludicrous. By doing that, you take the audience away from that feeling that this is real. And in all cases, when it comes to cinema, it is amazing how much more blood you need to use. That, I mean, we only have eight pints of blood in our body, I believe, anyway, and we're pumping over a gallon of blood on your average effect.
Where's the sharp end of the knife here? So if he comes in there and slices across, he's doing it properly.
When I first met with Tim about this type of effect, Tim didn't really give much indication to the level that he wanted. I think the most important thing to Tim was to allow him, as it certainly is, this is a musical, and the pace of the movie and his directorial sort of approach would be that he would really wanted to be able to play the scene out in some portion before the person met their death, and to do that without a cut.
Let me see where the blood is on here.
How do you want it to square out?
Well, just so that once you go in, it comes out. So what's happening now is, I think, because it looks good, you know, jamming in, but then I think what's happening is it's not able to escape, or I don't know what it is.
Eunice, you did it a couple of times where it got you straight in the face.
I think that was the first challenge. Beyond that, I'm not sure that Tim had a clear idea of the amount of blood, and neither did we. And I think that we just experimented and did a whole series of different effects which we put together to show Tim.
Twist it so that some, you know, it's like stab, twist, and then stab again. Oh, that's, yeah, see, that's it. I mean, John, oh, sorry.
Johnny's cutting skills are unnervingly good for someone that we've had very little practice with. It only takes a couple of goes. Yeah, it's quite unnerving to watch him play it out.
Yeah.
So you can do anything with it?
Really good from this kind of thing. Let me see you in your position there. Yeah, it really gets all over you.
We're trying to respond, I think, to it's not about the blood, it's about the emotion of the moment. So you're there on the set, and you know, the moment the blood begins to flow, you're listening to Tim's prompts and directions to the actors and watching those guys and trying to play along or be part of that rather than step outside of it. And so we just set up a test here just to show you how it all works and what we've been up to. These are the guys that are, and girls that are responsible for pumping the blood, in other words, delivering the blood, and what you can see are the individual pumps. The silver ones are pressurised, the ones there are more manually operated. They deliver the blood to the individual pipes that you can see running down here, up to just a little stand that we have here for the minute. But each pipe is taken from its stand where it is connected to the appliance that Phil's wearing here at the moment. So if I just pull the shirt back here, you can see where the appliance is. The appliance is fitted around here. It's actually glued to his neck. You can see an area there that we've highlighted there, which is where the slit will be. This is where we're going to cut him. And these are the individual pipes that go down. Each one of these gets connected to these pipes, and at the right time, the pressure is released, the blood flows up from here, up through the individual arteries, as it were, from here, breaks that piece open, and the blood comes flooding out from the neck. Okay, so that's all the tubes connected up. These will normally run around and down the back of the chair or anywhere off camera, but they're effectively what delivers the blood for us. Costumes made good. This is just a mock-up blade. It has a slit along the edge there, which allows us to deliver blood if we want to. So once it's all dressed, it would look like the actual real blade. We don't use that for this particular effect. All right, Phil, you ready, Phil? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Down. Well done. Fantastic. Excellent. Did it work? Did it all go?
Yes. Oh, it's cold.
Let's have a look.
Thank you. Who's that?
I'm really an old-fashioned girl. I like a beginning, a middle and an end, you know. And I think that's all it is, really. It's an action story. It's like Saturday morning pictures. In fact, the filming here is, from time to time, especially in the laboratory, got very like Saturday morning pictures. It was really good.
I mean, the excitement to me of the film very much was in the fact that for once there wasn't, you know, something that was created by a very small group of people, which was then taken over by a sort of massive concern and sort of pulped out. But that in fact the people that originally created it and the actors had a lot to do with the, you know, creating the original role. That we've kept the sort of basic core of the original people through the various sort of transformations as the sort of monster has grown.
Here we go. Play back!
Now, I wrote it first of all for myself to while away the long winter nights when I was out of work. And I did a play at the Royal Court, the theatre upstairs, and Jim directed it. And I mentioned it to him that I was writing it. I hadn't even finished it. And he heard some of the songs and read the script that I'd got, as much as I'd got. And I just had to actually sort of round it off, resolve the whole story and round it off. And it was done at the theatre upstairs. There was no sort of hardship with it, really. It just all happened, really.
I think the two hardest things have been, well, one, the kind of extravagances, physical extravagances that I used on the stage were very theatrical ones, and I've tried in the film to make them filmic ones. I mean that will do as a film gesture, and on the stage one would maybe do that.
How about that? Well, babies, don't you panic. By the light of the night, it'll all seem all right. Once more, please.
And what he's done in the music is, I think, something quite extraordinary, which is very similar to the actual plot, in that he's taken elements from many other things. He's taken sort of certain 50s elements, certain 60s elements, and put them together, but actually come out with something that's sort of completely unique.
I'm not a good musician, but I think that might be a strength because it stops you being clever, because I know a lot of musicians socially, and I know a lot of them sort of quite envy the way, I mean, not badly, but they do envy the way that I can knock out a simple tune, you know, because I like all artists are concerned with technique, and the technique, I think, sometimes gets in the way, you know.
It's very much a musical, and a lot of the energy of the whole event is in the music. I mean, I think that it is pastiche, certainly, but I think it sort of stands on its own, too. I mean, it's beginning to more and more, which is very nice.
I'm not setting out to shock anybody, really. But then again, I never have been, but I seem to have in various other things that I've done.
The fact that Frankenstein is now wearing a corset might sort of keep them entertained long enough.
I play Frankenfurter, who is a kind of new variation on the mad scientist of horror films that we all know and love.
Riffraff, my character's paranoia. I mean, everyone sort of recognises, you know, that's that, when you're going to build me a new body, master. Stop that.
It is parody, but it also, I play it and think it as a kind of grisly reality. And Frankenfurter, as a variation on Frankenstein, is obsessed with image and the way that things look. And but I see him and play him as a kind of grisly, real freak.
I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
You've scarce been out of drag now for about close on 3 years. How sick of you are you of the part? How much now do you want to escape?
Well, it's sort of like Topsy, really. I mean, it's just growed, and one has to sort of go with it, really. I found making the film more annoying in that way than doing the play, because if you do the play, it's just 2 hours a day, and that you're actually in it doing it, and the rest of the day you're
yourself.
You're yourself. And doing the film, partly because I've never made one before, and so the work for me is total. I found it, for the first time, actually beginning to be a bit schizophrenic, in that if you spend the whole day in £1.50 of Max Factor, at the end of the day, when you wipe it off, there's always a little bit left in the cracks.
I mean, I would like to see it get a used certificate, I suppose, as a sort of 1970s version of The Wizard of Oz.
I don't really mind what happens to it, as long as people remember it. And I always used to say, when I went to California, to LA, to watch them getting ready for the show over there, there was one or two of the actors that had no idea of the genre. And I used to say, when you're acting, it's just B-movie acting. And when you're singing, it's your rock and roll dreams come true.
Spartans are descended from Hercules himself. Taught never to retreat, never to surrender. Taught that death in the battlefield is the greatest glory he could achieve in his life. Spartans, the finest soldiers the world has ever known.
It's quiet now. They came from the blackness.
Be afraid! Sparta will burn to the ground. 1,000 nations of the Persian Empire descend upon you.
What must a king do to save his world?
Instead, ask yourself, what should a free man do?
Threaten my people with slavery and death. This is madness!
Madness.
This is Sparta! We will stand and fight. A new age has begun. An age of freedom. And all who know that 300 Spartans give their last breath to defend it. Spartans! Tonight, we dine in hell! Give them nothing, but take from them everything!
We're in for one wild night.
Kedatangan tamu tak diundang. Selamat bekerja.
Dan jangan lupa bersenang-senang.
From another time comes a man of great power.
Talk funny, Nash. Where are you from?
Lots of different places. A warrior of incredible strength.
You've the devil in you.
We've been kinsmen 20 years.
Connor MacLeod was my kinsman. I don't know who you are.
Because you were born different, men will fear you, try to drive you away.
A man uncertain of his future.
What you got here, Brenda?
He's a guy who's been creeping around since at least 1700.
It's not possible.
And haunted by his past.
Wait a minute, Nash. I want some answers.
You cannot die, MacLeod.
I am Conor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod. I was born in 1518 in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel. Now I am immortal.
A hero who is about to face his greatest challenge.
You will always be weaker than I.
What can you tell me about a 7-foot lunatic hacking away with a broadsword at 1 o'clock in the morning, New York City, 1985?
Not much.
For he is not alone.
In the end, there can be only one.
Highlander, there can be only one.
Here we are, we're the princes of the universe. Here we belong, fighting for survival. We've come to be the rulers of your world.
Roper, Williams, and Lee, the Deadly Three, penetrate the secret chambers of an evil island empire.
What do you know about Han? He lives like a king on that island, totally self-sufficient.
A fortress without walls, protected by an invincible army that needs no ordinary weapons. This is Enter the Dragon, the first martial arts film produced by a major Hollywood studio. John Saxon is Roper. He was in it for the money. U.S. karate champion Jim Kelly as Williams. He was there because he had no choice. Black Belt Hall of Fame undisputed martial arts champion and international film star Bruce Lee. His job was to get them out alive.
I'm hoping you'll join us, represent us in the United States.
You want me to join this?
Roper, Williams, and Lee. Just when they think they've broken the secret of the island, they find there is no escape from the inscrutable Han. Warner Brothers presents Enter the Dragon, where the world's greatest martial arts athletes meet the ultimate challenge with the most ancient and deadly of weapons, the human body. Enter the Dragon from Warner Brothers.
I'm up. I'm up. You like that, huh?
Nice ride.
Thanks.
How much?
Excuse me?
How much for the car?
She's not for sale.
You have good day, sir.
Daisy.
I lost everything. That dog was a final gift from my dying wife.
Jonathan, you got out once. You dip so much as a pinky back into this pond, you may find something reaching out to pull you back in.
It's personal.
Where'd you get that car? What does it matter?
It's not what you did, son. It's who you did it to.
Nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
You working again? No, just sorting some stuff out.
Task your crew. How many? As many as you have.
Hey, John. I thought I let myself in.
People keep asking if I'm back. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm not afraid of John Wick.
Uh-huh. How good's your laundry?
No one's that good.
I thought not.
For nearly 3,000 years, man has searched for the lost Ark of the Covenant.
The Bible speaks of the Ark leveling mountains and laying waste to entire regions. Not something to be taken lightly. No one knows its secrets.
Jones, do you realize what the Ark is? It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking to God.
An army which carries the Ark before it is invincible.
The Ark, if it is their Eternis, then it is something that man was not meant to disturb.
It is protected by forces beyond imagination. It is desired above all treasures on earth by those who are good, trust me, and those who are evil.
I'll tell you everything.
Yes, I know you will.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Let her go. We have no time. If you still want the Ark, it has been loaded onto a truck for Cairo.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. A film from Steven Spielberg and George Lucas.
He's here. I can feel it.
You search for the scent of your prey, and then you hunt them down. That's the only thing you're committed to.
It keeps me sharp, on the edge, where I gotta be.
You want to be making moves on the street, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you spot the heat around the corner.
No, my life's a disaster zone because I spend all my time chasing guys like you around the block.
I do what I do best. I take scores. You do what you do best, trying to stop guys like me.
You've been walking through our life dead.
All I am is what I'm going after.
From The Godfather to Scent of a Woman.
What do we got?
From Raging Bull to Goodfellas.
Assume they got our phones, assume they got our houses, assume they got us.
Their performances have created a legacy of landmark films.
I want full surveillance. That's 24 hours, round the clock. We never close, open 7 days a week.
Now, for the first time, America's two most electrifying actors collide.
With this guy, there's more shit you should pass.
The bank is worth the risk. You should take it down.
12.2 million.
You're up. This crew is good.
It ain't worth the risks you take. Like in risk versus reward, baby.
You're fugitive number one with a bullet.
I'm double the worst trouble you ever had.
If I'm there and I gotta put you away, I won't like it. But I'll tell you, you are going down.
What if you do got me boxed in and I gotta put you down? Because no matter what, You will not get in my way. I will not hesitate for a second.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer in a Michael Mann film. Heat.
We get the best of both worlds. The fastest reflexes modern technology has to offer, onboard computer-assisted memory, and a lifetime of on-the-street law enforcement programming. It is my great pleasure to present to you RoboCop.
This guy is really good.
He's not a guy, he's a machine.
Old Detroit has a cancer. Cancer is crime.
Let the woman go. You are under arrest.
You better back up, pal!
Your move, creep.
What are your prime directives?
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney.
What is this shit?
Anything you say may be used against you.
He's a cyborg, you idiot! He recorded every word you said.
You're dead. We killed you.
His memory's admissible as evidence. You're gonna have to kill it.
Get in the car, for God's sake!
RoboCop, the future of law enforcement.
In a land of eternal beauty and infinite mystery, a legend was born. The story of a warrior. The woman he loved. A daring outlaw. And a princess destined to become a warrior. Sony Pictures Classics proudly presents Chow Yun-Fat, Michelle Yeoh, Zhang Ziyi in an extraordinary romantic adventure. From Ang Lee, the director of Sense and Sensibility. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
What do we have here? God, here I thought we were special.
Fellas, this here's Bagman.
Hangman.
Whatever.
What the hell kind of mission is this?
Everyone here is the best there is. Who the hell are they gonna get to teach us?
Captain Pete Maverick Mitchell. Let me be perfectly blunt. You are not my first choice. You are here at the request of Admiral Kazansky, AKA Iceman. He seems to think that you have something left to offer the Navy. What that is, I can't imagine.
With all due respect, sir, I'm not a teacher. Just want to manage expectations.
What the hell? Good morning, aviators.
This is your captain speaking.
And we're off.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
We're going into combat on a level no living pilot's ever seen. Not even him.
You think up there you're dead. Believe me.
My dad believed in you. I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
Someone's not coming back from this.
Those are your pilots. Anything happens to them.
Smoke in the air!
You will never forgive yourself.
No turning back now.
Come on! Jeez!
Having any fun yet?
Same make.
These were taken at the West Highland Police Station, 1984. You were there.
Same model.
These were taken today.
You have to let me see my son. He's in great danger.
New mission. Once, he was programmed to destroy the future.
You don't know what it's like to try to kill one of these things.
Now, his mission...
Get down.
...is to protect it.
Come with me if you want to live.
You're really real.
His loyalty is to a child.
Who sent you?
You did. 35 years from now.
And his enemy...
He's a Terminator like you, right?
Not like me.
...is the deadliest machine ever built.
Can it be destroyed?
Unknown.
This time, there are 2. Terminator 2.
You just can't go around killing people.
Why?
If you thought you had seen it all, look again.
Stay down!
Go! Now!
We gotta stick together!
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. This time, he's back. For good.
Trust me.